Hello all, welcome to the session on starting of an induction motor. First of all, what is the necessity of a starter? In case of an induction motor, during starting, current will be very high. So in order to limit the current during starting, we are using the starter, and it will also prevent motor from overheating. So next, different types of starters. They are auto transformer starter, star delta starter, rotor resistance starter, reactor starter, saturable reactor starter, and part winding starter. So let us discuss one by one. First, consider auto transformer starting. The arrangement is shown in the figure A and B. Figure A is for open circuit transition and B is for closed circuit transition. So in case of an auto transformer, the turns ratio is defined by AT, that is secondary to primary turns ratio is represented as AT. So therefore the motor terminal voltage and stator current are reduced by AT. So when the motor has accelerated, it is connected to the full supply voltage. So there are three circuit breakers are used, marked as CBM, CBS1 and CBS2. Initially, the circuit breaker CBS1 is closed. Then the breaker CBS2 will be closed. When the motor has accelerated to full speed, then the breaker CBS2 is opened and the circuit breaker CBM is closed. So now the circuit breaker CBS1 is open to disconnect auto transformer from the supply. So next one is star delta starters. So an induction motor designed to operate normally with delta connection is connected in star during starting, and this will allows the reduction in the stator voltage and current by 1 by root 3 times. So here there are three circuit breakers are used. They are CBM, CBS and CBR. So initially the circuit breakers CBM and CBS are closed to start the machine with star connection. When the steady state speed is reached, then the circuit breaker CBS is opened and the breaker CBR is closed to connect the machine in delta. Next one is reactor starter. So the starting current can be reduced by connecting a three-phase reactor in series with a stator. When the motor reaches the full speed, the reactor is bypassed. So here two circuit breakers are connected, CBM and CBS. Initially, the circuit breaker CBM is closed to start the machine. So when the machine reaches the full speed, then the circuit breaker CBS is closed to short the reactor. Next one is soft start using saturable reactor. So in some applications, starting torque must be controlled steplessly or smoothly. For example, maybe in textile machines or textile industries. So machine must be varied smoothly, otherwise fiber threads will break during starting. So nowadays thyristor voltage controller scheme is widely used for soft start, and in some cases three-phase saturable reactor is connected in series with the stator. So the saturable reactor has DC control winding. The reactance of the saturable reactor can be varied steplessly by changing the control winding current. So for starting, reactance is initially set to the highest value or maximum value. starting torque is close to 0. Now the reactance is reduced smoothly by increasing the control winding current. So in the figure A, an impedance is connected to one phase of the stator of the induction motor. So by varying the impedance, we can control the current. So next one is part winding starting. So in some squirrel cage motors, it will have two or more stator windings which are connected in parallel during normal operation. So in the figure, you can see that there are two windings for each phases marked as 1 2 1 2 1 2. So during starting, only one winding is connected. So this increases the stator impedance and reduces the starting current. Machine starts with winding 1 when the circuit breaker CBM is closed. So when the full speed is reached, the circuit breaker CBS is closed to connect the second winding. That is in case of part winding starting. So next one is rotor resistance starter. In case of wound rotor motors, generally we are connecting the resistance or external resistance are added to the rotor circuit in order to limit the current. The highest value of the resistance is chosen to limit the current at zero speed within the safer value. When the motor accelerates, the sections in the external resistors are cut out one by one by closing the contacts C1, C2 and C3 so that it will limit the rotor current between the specified maximum and minimum values.